Hi everyone. So unfortunately or fortunately, I need to go in the hive again because I forgot to take out a couple of full frames. I did take out a couple of honey frames before I applied the oxalic acid, but that was for me. I'd like to take out a couple of more frames of honey and maybe a couple of the full frames out of the brood box without, I don't know, with brood or just honey and pollen. We'll see. And in the next video, I'll show you why I need to get, or I would like to get, some frames with drawn out comb and some honey and some pollen out of this hive. And I don't know if I can get the menthol, slide it in through the front, or whether I need to take off all the boxes to get to the bottom brood box or not. But let's go. Need to get in the hive. Hope they don't abscond from all these times I've been going into the hive. So you can see here they're chewing up the grease patty. I've been finding this wax paper outside the front of the hive. You can see they're chewing on it right there. So they really go to town. I mean, look at this. They've already built up all this burr comb. This is what I want. It looks like, I don't know if that used to be filled with something and then it's been emptied, but there's even some honey on here. There's some comb on here with some honey too. This might be something I'm looking for. There's no pollen though. Just noticed I forgot to zipper in the top there. That would have been trapped in the hood. In the veil, that would have been fun. I think I can slide the menthol packets into the front there. Okay, that's that. Stay tuned for why I needed to get back into the hive. Well, at least I did the menthol. That was unrelated. But I needed a couple of frames with some drawn out comb. I didn't get any with eggs or brood on it. Just left that in there. But stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is why I wanted to get a couple of frames with some drawn out comb on it, because I have another package of bees here I just picked up this morning at the post office. And these are from the same gentleman that I received my bees from last July. So this is actually a month later than last year. And last year was kind of late to get bees. So the postal worker made the observation that he thought these bees were small. And I said, well, that might be a good thing, because from what I recently read, the small bees have smaller tracheas, and it's more difficult for the mite to get into the bee. So he did also relay a story that earlier, around May, I think he said, someone had paid $300 for a package of bees, and they had all arrived dead, every single one. So it looks like I've got some casualties on the bottom here, but not many. And I thought they were kind of quiet when I picked them up. And they don't seem to be too aggravated. I've got my sugar solution. I've got my frames and partially drawn out comb. This one here actually has a whole back is drawn out comb with some honey. So that's a good thing. And that's why I got that extra nuke, because even though I have 2 boxes, one of them, if I want to do feeding, I don't want to do open feeding. I've got to be careful that this is such a small hive here that I don't induce some robbing onto these guys while they're trying to build their new home. Hopefully they'll stay. Hopefully the queen's alive. So let's get started on the installation of another package of bees. Could not capture a swarm, never saw a swarm. I saw bees flying around like there was a swarm, but they didn't seem to be organized. They seemed to have gone back into the hive as quickly as they were coming out. So I think they did swarm, I just never saw it. It wasn't textbook. I think it's supposed to be sometime in the morning, 10 to 2 or something like that. I don't think the bees have read the textbooks, but, and like I've repeatedly said this, they do something like at 2 o'clock where they come out every day and do an orientation flight. So let's install these bees. So let me put these frames in here, put these in the middle. And this is the regular foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to get another one. So that's 5. And take one out. Put the queen between these two. They have comb and honey facing inward. So the can is smaller, probably because it was going to be a shorter distance than the opening. So they got out as soon as I took the cover off, and I haven't sprayed them with any sugar water yet. So let me spray them. So how was that can able to stay in there in the opening? That is weird. I need to get a pair of pliers to be able to grab the lip of that. Can't tell. Somehow the queen cage this was on top of the queen cage. That was a good technique. Can you see her in there? Okay, the sugar is on this end here. So, can you see her? So she's alive. Verified she's alive. I need to take the cork out of this end. So, here's the cork. Correct? Yeah, that's the candy end right there. That's the candy. I had to put a marshmallow in last year. I have to go find that cage because I was second guessing myself whether or not I didn't. I'm pretty sure there wasn't hard candy in that one. I had to rush out to get a marshmallow. So there's the cork out. Now I know some people take a paper clip and also jab that. Let me get the queen in. So make sure the screen's facing open, not against the frames. So she goes in like that. No, I like to take this strap off. I don't know. So let's get this on the ground. Dump them in. Put this on so I can put the syrup on top. Well, it looks like they're settling in. Hopefully the stores of honey and comb will convince them to stay. They should know how late it is in the season. So this is New England Gardening with my second hive. That's where I'm drawing the line. 2 hives. Thanks for watching.